Good morning guys, today I wanted to go over the Canon M50 Mirrorless Camera. Now what prompted me to make this video was on my last video, my Cars and Coffee video, I had a couple questions about what my camera setup is, which actually it wasn't an M50 at the time. At the time that I filmed that video and all my videos before it, it was the Canon G7X, which is this camera right here, and a GorillaPod that would just mount into like that. And then to get the B-roll shots I did, I just had a pretty steady hand and kind of slowed the footage down and did some image stabilization in post-processing. Now recently I got a new M50 mirrorless camera from Canon, but I wasn't originally going to get that camera. I was going to get a new one of these to do more vlogging with. I was going to get a Mark II. I got this because the guy at Best Buy kind of convinced me that this one was better for vlogging, so I want to see if it really is. I want to test if it really is better for vlogging. So to do that, I just want to do a couple tests. One is an audio test. Right now, this camera has a Rode VideoMic Go plugged into it, which is a non-powered mic. It just plugs right into the camera. Now in the G7X, it did not have an external mic option. It just kind of had the mic on top. So what I'm going to do is a little comparison. This is the M50 with the Rode VideoMic plugged in. Now I want to do a comparison with it unplugged. Now what you are hearing is the Rode VideoMic Go not plugged in. It's just the built-in microphone to the camera. So what you're hearing right now is just straight from the camera, no microphone at all. Now what I'm going to do is add in the mic back into the audio and we'll do a little comparison. This is the microphone added back into the camera. So you can probably tell a difference between the microphone and just the built-in mic to the camera. Now the benefits to having an external mic are huge. One thing is you can add a dead cat onto your microphone. This will reduce wind noise exponentially, and that's a big thing when it comes to vlogging because a lot of times you're outside with the camera and there's probably some wind there, and for me that's a big thing because I longboard a lot and there's always wind rushing past me. So the dead cat helps out a lot. Another thing is the external mic just makes the audio more crisp and it can pick it up a little more than just a built-in mic on a camera. So with that said, I want to move on to a big test, which is B-roll. If you don't know what B-roll is, it's just kind of like the segue in between the talking clips. It's the cinematic footage. It's the clips with no talking in it, just showing you what's going on in the scene. So with that said, let's go ahead and get some cinematic B-roll. So that was just some kind of cinematic B-roll of this room, just to kind of see what this camera can do in terms of that. One thing that I already really like about this camera, opposed to the G7X, is the interchangeable lenses. Is you're able to change out lenses based on the scene or even add a filter if you want to do that. One thing that I got when I got this camera was I got an extra lens. This is a telephoto lens. It goes from 55 to 200, which means it can zoom in and just get really close-up shots of things even if you're far away. Right now what I'm filming on is a 15 to 45 lens, which means it can go from about here, this is 15, to 45. This is 45. So it does have some zoom to it, but not as much as a telephoto lens. If I put a telephoto lens on, I could stand all the way back there and I would look like I'm right about here. Let me show you. So right now I'm filming on the telephoto lens at the same distance I was away from you a minute ago with the normal lens. This is zoomed all the way out. So right now I'm at 200 on the telephoto lens and I'm about 20 to 30 feet away from where I was a second ago. However, you can still see me in focus. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of yelling at the microphone. I wouldn't recommend vlogging like this. This is mainly for like cinematic shots. Don't film like this. Overall though, this telephoto is cool. Right now I'm standing about 10 feet away from the camera, but I look like I'm kind of right there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to my wide angle lens so I don't have to keep standing so far away from the camera and shouting at it. Okay, I'm back on the wide angle lens. If you can tell a difference, I was all the way back there by those stairs, which is quite far when you really think about it. So if you get this camera, I'd really recommend getting a telephoto because these things are really cool for not only photography, but you can also get some pretty cool video with them. Anyways, overall, the M50 I think will be a good vlogging camera. I wish I could get more in depth with it this week, but over time I'll film more videos with it and we'll see how it goes. As a quick comparison to the G7X, G7X is definitely lighter and more low profile than the M50. However, I do like how you can interchange lenses on this one. I do like the external microphone on this one. And again, this one did not have the external microphone. And overall, I think the quality is just better on this camera than this one. Anyways, comment down below what you guys think I should film next with this camera, or if you want me to do a comparison between this with filming on this one and then on this one to do really a side-by-side comparison. Anyway guys, I know this wasn't one of my normal vlogs. Next week should be a normal vlog. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.